Hi all, so this video is going to be about watch straps and how you can give a watch a new lease of life by adding another strap. So these particular straps are from Vario and I was sent these, and these are the ones that I chose for the three watches that I own. And just to give you an insight of the things that you can buy and the differences that you can make to a watch by adding a new strap. So this is a soft silicone. It's called soft silicone and it's £11, and you see it's blue and it's got a sign buckle and it's got one of those quick release mechanisms, so you don't need the strap tool to change it. It's got kind of a waffle effect on the back and it's really comfortable on the wrist, and this is really affordable strap. I mean, it's £11, so about the price of a Nato really. And it's something that's really practical, particularly for this particular watch, which is a field inspired watch. I'm going to show you it on the wrist now. And it is really comfortable, really soft. You barely feel it on the wrist, particularly with this watch because it's titanium. And I think it looks really nice. I was wearing it on an orange rubber strap, and this one looks a little bit more tasteful, less outlandish. And I hope you agree. I think it's nice. Hit me in the comments, tell me what you think. The second strap is for the Speedmaster. So that brings with it other issues. So this is the first Omega in space. As you'll know, it's got a 19mm lug width. So sometimes it's a little bit more difficult to find 19mm straps, and it is actually quite important to buy a 19mm. Vario do sell 19mm. Not all of the straps are in 19mm, but this particular one, it's called the Vintage Distressed Italian, and it's £32. Reduced to 29, I think it's some sort of sale, and it's, I think the colour's called mocha. I'm actually colourblind and my colour vision's awful, but I think it's brown, and it's got complementary stitching. It's nicely tapered, which for me is very important. It matches really well with the Speedmaster. Again, it's got a sign buckle. It's nice and thin and soft, and it's got a kind of distressed effect on the strap. You might think thinness is a bad thing with watch straps, but I quite like it because it doesn't feel stiff on the wrist and stuff like that. It's lined on the back, and again, it's got these quick release mechanisms. It's genuine Italian leather. Apparently the Italians make the best leather. you can tell me about that. But yeah, I like this strap. It's nice and tasteful. It's not too expensive, but it doesn't by any means feel cheap. And it's quite good for a kind of smart, casual look. Something to replace the existing strap on the first Omega in space, and it's 19mm, which is great. Again, really comfortable on the wrist. I think it goes really well with this watch. And yeah, really happy with it. See it there. The last one, I bought this strap for the Citizen, but I tried it on the Explorer, and the 214270, it's difficult to match with straps because it's got like a blocky case. I don't think modern Rolexes look particularly good on aftermarket straps. Tried it on this. I think it looks great. The best that I've ever tried, really. It's a Twill Nato, £14, and it's now 11. Again, some sort of sale. The hardware is nice and thick, reassuringly solid. It's a single pass Nato, so it doesn't have the back bit, where it goes around your spring bars for more security. You might think this will mean it's less secure. This watch doesn't feel like it's going to come off this Nato, and it's much better for me because it's more comfortable and it doesn't sit so high on your wrist, which means that wearing a Nato, sometimes the watches look ridiculous because they're too high. This feels really comfortable. You might think I'm really ignorant. I'm not sure what Twill is, but it's a nice comfortable material. It doesn't feel too thick, and it's definitely not too thin and low quality. You see it on the wrist here. I just think this looks really good. It contrasts quite nicely with the black dial of the Explorer. Gives it a little bit of a pop of colour, but I think it looks quite nice and tasteful. I really struggle to match straps with this watch. Tell me if you've found any others. I haven't. Every one I've tried, I just put it immediately back on the bracelet because it doesn't work. One of the reasons why I've tried, where I've thought about, swapping for the 36mm, So the last thing that I wanted to mention is this quick release mechanism that some of the straps, or most of the straps, actually have. So I've always been a bit dubious because obviously if you've already got a strap on the watch, you have to use a strap tool to get it off anyway. But if you've got two watches and you take them on holiday, for example, this is really useful. It's really easy to do, as you can see on the screen, and it does make it a lot easier. It's just that you need to make sure that the watch is correct. So the 19mm will not work on a 20mm watch because the spring bars aren't long enough. So that's something to bear in mind. Yeah, so Vario, I'll put a link to the website in the description and the names of the watches. Nothing to complain about here. I think they're really nice quality, really, really affordable. I mean, the NATO's 11 and the soft silicone's 11. Brilliant straps for the money. Thanks very much for watching. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Hit me in the comments. Tell me what you think. Thank you.